Welcome to Run TV. What's on rotation? And today we're gonna review the Carter 6. All right. I'm gonna go song to song, just to give you like a vibe of what we think of every song, and then afterwards, I'll give you like a overview, like a summary of the final thought about the vibe of what this art piece is. So the first song, King Carter, it's just the intro. Comes off like a movie. It's like setting the vibe for a movie. Something epic. That's kind of like the vibe. It's like building your emotions and all that stuff up to like, get you into something that's like, a movie. All right. The second song is Welcome to the Carter. This joint kind of remind me of like the vibe from ASAP Rocky's album At Long Last ASAP. Like this joint is cool, Again, it's still building up, like you know what I'm saying. It's still building up the plot to the whole thing, like into the movie theme, where it's just kind of like setting everything up. So it's like it's still kind of vibey. It still ain't really like you know what I'm saying. It's just prep, It's just prep. And then the third song is Bells. Like to me, bro, usually the third song is like the hit. It's the one that's like, all right, we're in the movie as far as like, or we in the album, and this is the song that's like kind of like, all right, by this time it's like, okay, you kind of know what's going on to a certain degree, or at least you feel like, okay, you're getting warmed up to things. And if you ask me though, this is not the song that kind of like did that for me, bro. It's just, but I understand to a certain degree, no Diddy though, how like this song kind of like and I understand why Dame, side note, I understand why Dame and all some of these guys were saying like pause to some of this stuff, and like now it's no Diddy, but no Diddy again. I understand why they were saying that. Like they won't say it though. They won't say it though. I understand though why they're saying that. Like they won't say it though. They won't say it though. Like they knew what they were saying. They knew what they were doing when they were saying pause and stuff. Like niggas always know what they're doing low key, but niggas never really kind of like say it all the way. No Diddy though. But it makes sense why like he was saying pause, and it makes sense why he didn't get to like a certain degree, and it's still like trying to mess up like his whole thing. And it has nothing to do with the fact that, oh, he's like, they're gonna perceive you as homophobic for saying that. It has nothing to do with being so-called homophobic. And I don't think bro is homophobic. It's just we'll get there eventually. You know what I'm saying? It's just like it has nothing to do with homophobic. It just has to do with, it's like an individual thing, bro, where it's just like you saying pause and no Diddy, even though like the no Diddy thing is kind of not really fair, just because like Diddy just went for it the same way people go for it when Diddy try to do what Diddy try to do. You know what I'm saying? And pause, when people were saying pause no homo, they were just saying like, I'm not going for it. But the fact that so many niggas over there were saying pause and no homo, it just means you gotta look at it from a perspective where it's just like they were being tried, bro. That's where pause come from. But they'll look at it like, oh, niggas just started doing all that shit just to be like homophobic. But nah, niggas started doing that. It's not an action. It's not an action. It's a reaction. Just let me like niggas is being tried. So they're like pause. So they made pause to let them know like, nah, bro, I ain't going for that. Like before, like if you, cause these niggas over there be like that, be going that way. They be trying to like give you hints, trying to play with you, and it's like pause is like, or no Diddy nowadays, cause I just be saying no Diddy, bro. Even though Diddy is still like, he's just a victim of circumstance, even though he still went for it. So he's not really a victim, even though he's a victim because he went for it. It's just pause, and no Diddy just means like, you gotta let them know, like, bro, like, don't even give me no hints. Don't even play those games. Like, you start giving me hints, I'ma let you know. Like, pause, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Just pause, bro. Like, don't give me no hints. You trying to give me hints that you about a certain life, and I'm trying to give you a hint that I'm not about that life. So I'm gonna say pause, just to let you know. I'm gonna say no Diddy, just to let you know, even though Diddy is like, he's just the one that went for it, and then he started trying to get people to go for it. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what Paul. That's why niggas was saying pause over there. Like as far as in the industry and all that. That's why niggas was saying pause. It's just, bro, don't give me no hints. Don't even like you trying to give me hints. I'm giving you hints that I don't go for that. I don't go for that. And then they try to mask it and trying to say like that's homophobic. No, it's not homophobic. It's not the action, it's the reaction. It's a reaction. It's a reaction that bruh. It's a reaction that bruh. Don't give me no hints. Or you giving me hints, no Diddy though. I'm giving you hints back that I'm not going for that. That's what that means. Anyways, all right, we get that out the way. No Diddy though, you know. So like Bells didn't really do that. Like as far as like what I was saying previously, as far as the third song usually like and then what really did it was song number 4, hip hop. Like this one is hard. No 666 though. You feel me? Because there's a lot of six. I know it's a Carter 6, but there was a lot of sixes being mentioned in this joint, and it's like, you know what I'm saying? Like maybe I'm reaching, but it's just no Diddy though. It was a lot of sixes though. This joint hard though. This joint hard. Like this joint is called hip hop. Like it's hard, and the features he got on it, like big extra plug, Jay Jones, like they killed this joint. Like the hook was fire. Like yeah, this joint was hard. Like no Diddy though. And then song number 5, Sharks, feature Jelly Roll and Big Sean. I would have loved to hear Post Malone on this joint, like where I think it was Jelly Roll that did. Shout out Brodo, like, but from a commercial, no Diddy though, a commercial point of view, like Post Malone would have definitely like elevated this to a degree as far as commercial wise. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't know what controversy exists within him and whatever he's doing. I don't know. I just thought that when I listened to it. Like I haven't listened to Post Malone in a while. At the end of the day though, like no Diddy though, like yeah, him on this joint would have been like, you know what I'm saying? Big Sean did what he was supposed to do. Big Sean did what he was supposed to do. Fire. He did what he was supposed to do. Fire. The next joint is Banned from New Orleans. Alright, this joint, tough. I just wish Young Boy was on this joint. Like, whole time when I was listening to this joint, I was just thinking, man, Young boy on this joint would have been crazy. It would have been crazy. This joint is still hard regardless, though. It's still hard regardless. Young boy on this joint, though, crazy. Young boy on this joint, you know. Maybe the remix, like they could make it happen. That would be fire. I feel like people would mess with that. Like that joint would go. Um, and then song number 7, "The Days," feature Bono. Um, One thing I would say about a lot of the features he did on this joint, like on this album, there's a good amount of them I didn't know, which I feel like if he was aware and he did it on purpose, like that's fire. Like I mess with that. I mess with like listening to albums sometimes where, as long as they killing it and like you know what I'm saying, like they match the vibe of whatever like the album is. Like if those are like your peoples that you know personally or peoples that you mess with personally, that's fire. You know, I mean, like I appreciate that compared to like you just go do songs with people that you probably don't know like that. Except for like what I was saying about the last song, like Young Boy definitely should have been on that joint though. Like you know what I'm saying? Like I heard Young Boy on that joint. Like I don't know what their relationship is, but regardless, like no Diddy though. Next joint is Cotton Candy. This joint is a vibe. See now I see why 2 Chainz was saying all the stuff he was saying, cause he was saying all this stuff about like doing collabs with Wayne and all this stuff. Like you know what I'm saying? Like it's cause like once I heard it, I like okay, he killed this joint. That's why like you know what I'm saying. I mean I'm not saying that's why, but that's why you know he killed this joint. Like 2 Chainz killed this joint. Like this joint was a vibe. It's probably one of the better, I'm not gonna say better joints, but one of the best joints in on this joint. Like 2 Chainz, like yeah, he killed this joint. Like this joint, I'll definitely have on repeat though. I'll definitely have this joint on repeat. Cotton Candy, like I definitely have this joint on repeat. This joint is fire. Like they both kill this joint. The hook is fire. Like this joint, like the sample, everything. Like yeah. I mess with this joint. I mess with this joint. Like shout out 2 Chainz too. Like you know what I'm saying. Shout out 2 Chainz. Like this joint fire. And the next joint is Flex Up. That's the Flex Up. That's song number 9, the 9th joint. Like this joint is like it's one of them joints where like he knows he knew what he was doing on this joint. Like you know what I'm saying? Like like he knew what he was doing on this joint. Like I seen a couple clips about this joint, like based on what he was talking about and who he was talking about. So it's like it's already gonna get like a certain amount of like attention. Like but it's fire. Like this joint goes. Like I'm not gonna enough people are gonna talk about this joint, so like I don't know, I do all that. And then uh the 10th joint, Island Holiday. I mess with this. This is fire. This is bars vibe. Bars vibe. You know where you gotta go to the bars. Like you know what I'm saying? Where it's like you could be going to house parties and stuff like that, or going to like clubs and all that stuff, and then you get to a certain place in your life or a certain age, either or both, and you just feel like, bro, like I'm going to the bars. I'm going to the bars, you know, where one of those bars where it's like you can't even wear sneakers in them joints, so you gotta find something that's like that you're comfortable in. It's still fly, but it's not a sneaker really. It's not sneakers really. You know what I'm saying? And you know what I'm saying? You probably wear like if you're not really the type to wear button up shirts and all that stuff. You probably get you a little polo joints, get you a little Ralph Lauren joint, a little. You know what I'm saying? And you step in there. You still looking how you look, but you still trying to play the part. You know what I'm saying? But this joint is fire though. You know what I'm saying? At least if you from like not from, but if you just subscribe to a certain way of like maneuvering, you know what I'm saying? Like yeah, but I mess with this joint. This joint is fire. Like you know what I'm saying? It's the bar. If you're into the bar life, if you're gonna go to the bars, if you're gonna go to the bars, you know what I'm saying? And then the 11th joint is low key's theme. I ain't gonna say nothing. Low key's theme. You gotta put a West Coast. You know what I'm saying, on this joint though. You gotta put a West Coast nigga on this joint though. Like you gotta put a West Coast nigga, or at least somebody from Detroit, like T Grizzly or something like that, or somebody like that. Like you gotta put either somebody from like the West Coast or somebody from Detroit. This joint fire though. Like you know what I'm saying. Like this whole tape, even when I got to this point, that's when I started thinking like bro knew what he was doing. Like at least him and whoever put this joint together, they knew what they were doing low key, you know. But I wanna like no Diddy, I wanna give all the props to like Wayne, just because I feel like this is him solidifying the fact that he fathered most of this era, bro. It was him. A lot of people like, I don't know what happened with Wayne between like, it's like Drake is what happened. I'm gonna keep it real. Drake is what happened. Like the minute like it's almost like they sent Wayne to jail to get Drake to take that spot and take his joint for real. No Diddy though. Like I mean, that's only if you're not from where I'm from. Like you know what I'm saying? Like Wayne went to jail. Drake, it kind of like opened the space for Drake to take over, and you know what I'm saying? Like ever since then, Wayne ain't kind of been the same. You know what I'm saying? Not because Wayne ain't been the same, just because it's like, okay, like they're gonna give this joint to Drake. You know what I'm saying? Um, to the point where like it's funny how Wayne is popping up now and doing the stuff he's doing, and if you listen to this joint, like this whole tape, you start to realize like he birthed most of these like this era that we're in. He birthed it low key though. Like he birthed this joint low key though. Like Drake gets more credit for it, but I'll say this about Drake, no Diddy to this whole joint. I'll say this about Drake, cause Drake do give props to Wayne though, and saying like, nah, Wayne is Wayne. Like it's Wayne and it's me. The way things are set up though, it's almost like they perceive it, they put it like it's Wayne, it's Drake, then Wayne don't really exist. And then it's funny how now Drake is going through what he's going through with UMG, and then now they're dropping this joint with Wayne, and I feel like they're making this joint sound a certain way, and they're pushing this joint a certain way, and this joint is released under UMG too, which is actually the funniest part about it all. This joint is released under UMG, and they're doing all this and doing all this stuff that they're doing while they're going at Drake. No Diddy though. You know what I'm saying? So that's very interesting. At the end of the day, this is showing that, like, you know what I'm saying? Like Wayne birth, bro. Wayne is like the transition point from like the older rappers who are mad about the melodies, the auto tune, like people who rap a lot of like with a southern influence, where they don't rap like they're from New York, or like let's just say New York, because that's what it really is. They don't like people who don't rap like they're from New York, which is everybody else but people that's from New York, which is the crazy thing. And then you might say Jersey and like Philly. It's really New York, Jersey, and Philly, bro. They're the only one. It's like, but there's 50 states. It's only New York, Jersey, and Philly that really rap like that, bro, for the most part. But even Philly, they don't really rap like that no more. That's dead. Like, that's dead. They don't really rap like that no more. So the only states that really rap like that still is New York and Jersey, bro, for the most part. It's New York, and Jersey got Jersey music, but for the most part, and then New York got drill now. So it's like, what percentage of people really rap like that, bro? It's like, bro, it's less than 1%. Really, 99% of everybody else rap like how what Wayne was rapping, how Tupac was rapping, They were saying, nah, he wasn't lyrical. How Wayne was rapping, they're saying like, nah, like he's southern, he's doing all this stuff, bro. That's what everybody rap like now, though. It's only like, and they're still fighting to make certain things. Like, bro, like nobody raps like that, bro. It's only like 1% of the population that raps like that. And who was the guy who came in and ushered that kind of era in, where it's just like, yo, it was Wayne. After Pac died, it was Wayne, bro. Where like he was spitting, but it was like more so like, you know what I'm saying, a vibe. Like it had a southern feel to it. You know what I'm saying? That's what everybody rap like now. Even those guys in New York, like all the lit rappers right now that y'all mess with from New York, they rap like they're from down south. They don't rap like they like how people from New York rap, bro. They don't rap like that, bro. They don't rap like that, bro. They all rap like they from down south, bro. I ain't gonna hold you. It's the truth. And who birthed that? Who did all that? It was Wayne, bro. And they're only trying to acknowledge bro now, or like he not even bro. They're only trying to like acknowledge Unc now, just cause like UMG is going through whatever they're going through with Drake. So now they're trying to belittle Drake even more by acknowledging Wayne. You don't need to belittle Drake to acknowledge Wayne, bro. like you know what I'm saying? Like we know what Wayne is, bro. There's no correlation, but that's how UMG is viewing it. That's how these people are viewing it. That's how the people Jay-Z aligned with are viewing it. That's how Jay-Z and his friends are viewing it. You know what I'm saying? That's how they're viewing it. Where it's just like they gotta put Drake down just to lift up Wayne. Like that's an insult to Wayne. You don't gotta put Drake down to like, you know what I'm saying? And this album is under UMG. I'm looking at the credits. It's under UMG, bro. It's Young Money, but it's under UMG. It will make sense why like you seen all the things you've seen, and they're putting Drake down. But it's like, bro, you don't gotta put Drake down to lift up Wayne. Like that's a disrespect to Wayne, bro. Like all these people you see running around making music and rapping in hip hop, bro, they're Wayne's sons. All of them, bro. They all rap like Wayne. They sound like Wayne more than anybody. So that's why when he's saying he's the GOAT in this joint, he's not lying. Everybody sounds like him, bro. Like from that era, bro, and all the people that came before Wayne, his era and everybody that came before Wayne. When you look at everybody that's out in the game now, who do they sound like? They all sound like Wayne, bro. And it's not just now. The last like, I'd say 15 years, bro. Everybody sound like Wayne, bro. More than anybody. But they dismiss it, they push him to the back, and they keep acting like everybody else is like great and Wayne is not great. And which is why it's kind of crazy that with the Super Bowl thing, they didn't give it to Wayne. It's like, bro, like you're insulting him. They gave it to Rihanna before they gave it to Wayne. They gave it to Kendrick before they gave it to Wayne. They brought Dr. Dre, 50, and all these guys out. And I can't say much about them just because like they did what they did. But bro, the only thing to do after you bring Dr. Dre, Snoop, 50 out, the only thing to do after that is Wayne, bro. There's nobody else after that but Wayne, bro. It doesn't make sense. Doesn't make sense. After that is Wayne, bro. In every conversation, in every way you look at it, after that is Wayne, bro. Now all of a sudden people want to act like Wayne been dropping stuff. Nobody paid attention to it. They act like he didn't even exist. All of a sudden now they want to act like they mess with bro because they're not messing with Drake, bro. That's an insult to Wayne, bro. You can't. And one thing I'll give credit to Drake for, he always, regardless of what him and Wayne's situation may be behind the scenes, he always give props to Wayne. So I'll give him credit for that, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Even though I feel like their relationship is weird, he always gives credit to Wayne, bro. You know what I'm saying? So this is like a backhand slap to Wayne. All right, we're gonna keep going though. Like I'll get to the rest of this joint, like the end of the tape, like for mine. And the next joint is a 12 song. If I played guitar, this joint is fire. This is like, to me, like this is a joint I mess with on this joint. Like this joint definitely on replay, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like remember when Wayne did like the whole like, it was like R&B rock tape that he did, bro. That joint was fire, man. Like it was fire, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? This is kind of like It seems like it's one of them joints too. And I remember when Wayne was like, he was one of the first people that started rapping with auto tune, where he almost was like melodizing and rapping with auto tune, like, and he got bashed for that. Not everybody do that. Crazy, you know. Like this joint is fire, you know. Then the next joint is Peanuts 2 and Elephant. Now this is a joint they're using to kind of like summarize the tape. It's like they found a song where they feel like they could criticize them the most, and they try to popularize this song to make the tape look like it's not good. So this song is like, I mean, I feel like everybody gonna talk about this joint, and like, because that's what everybody's talking about. But at the end of the day, no Diddy though, this song doesn't really like summarize the whole tape. It's like, why is everybody zeroing in on this song, or why are these people zeroing in on the song to make it seem like this song summarizes the whole tape when it doesn't, bro. Like, by any means. It just lets you know like what type of agenda certain people are trying to push. You know what I'm saying? Especially the fact that he said certain things that he said about certain people on this album. You know what I'm saying? Like, just, you know what I'm saying? And then the 14th joint is Rari, and this joint is with his son, so it's fire, bro. Ain't much I could say, bro. Like, I mess with it. It's him and his son, bro. They're doing their thing. Like, what am I gonna say, bro? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I appreciate it. And then after that is Maria. It's nice to see Wyclef Jean on the credit because he's a legend, and like you know what I'm saying? Like, he do his thing. Like it's undebatable. Like, you know, like, definitely a vibe, something you could ride to. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And then the 16th joint, Being Myself, featuring Manny Fresh, fire, and like there's a good message behind it, you know. It's more like a microphone therapy type of vibe, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, and shout out Manny Fresh for real though. Like, I feel like more people should be getting beats from him and just showing him love, bro, cause bro like that, you know what I'm saying? Like, and he did what he did, especially if you're from like New Orleans, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? On Gotti though, like, you know, and the message behind it is just like he's talking about how much he loves being himself, and everybody should be themselves, you know what I'm saying? Like, just like not move to be anything outside of yourself, cause sometimes with all this stuff, bro, you gotta fight to be yourself, bro. Cause they're gonna try to make you everything other than what you are, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's like they mess with you a lot of times because they think you somebody else, and you gotta do everything in your power to just be who you are, which is crazy, bro. But no, Diddy, that just tells you how life is sometimes, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's like backwards, bro. Yes, Diddy. It's like backwards, bro. Where it's just like you gotta fight. Like, they're gonna look at you. It's like, that's how it goes. It starts from when you start going to school, bro. When you start going to school, when you start watching TV, when you start like interacting with people that's like might not necessarily have your best interest, not because they don't have your best interest, it's because a lot of times because they don't know better, or you interacting with people who they come from that type of environment where the people that's around them that's supposed to love them, they don't really have their best interest, not because they don't have their best interest, because they don't know how to, or they don't know how to like, or like their perception of love is something a little different than like someone else's perception of love, where it's just like it's kind of subjective to them. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, I was gonna go deeper, but no Diddy though. That just tells you everything you need to know. No Diddy though. Yeah. Alright. You know, when they're just gonna look at you, right, and then just feel like, this is who you're supposed to be. This is the category you fit in. Like, if you used to watch TV back in the day, you see it. Oh, if you look like this, like the girls are there, like if you have blonde hair, like you supposed to be a bimbo, you supposed to be stupid. You supposed to be the pretty girl that's stupid. If you like if you like dark skin, you supposed to be like the gangster. If you like dress a certain way, you this, like you the gangster. Like if you smart and you wear glasses, you a nerd. You know what I'm saying? Like all these things where it's just like they try to put you, yeah, you talk a certain way, they try to put you in a category where you watch TV programs you to like to kind of like be in that category. And then people who already program, teachers and all these people, like their job low key, whether they know it or not, consciously or subconsciously, still trying to push you in that category, where it's like everything is fighting to push you in that category, where it's just like if you don't know enough, you would allow them. And I know because I went through this where it's like I knew enough, bro. Just because like I grew up a certain way. You know what I'm saying? Like, but it's like if you don't know enough, they will push you in that category and they will force you in that category. And it's like you fighting against everything that's like in your soul. That lets you know like you're not supposed to be there because you don't feel like you should be there, or at least you don't even get a chance to like determine where you are going to be. You know what I'm saying? Like you don't even get a chance to determine where you're going to be, or for you to just naturally fall into where you're gonna fall into. They just try to push you in that. And it's like a lot of times they start all this stuff at a very young age. A very young age. Where it's just like you don't even get a chance to like it's like you gotta be really, 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 and that's how they'll categorize it. Because everybody is special, but they'll categorize that like you just gotta be really, 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 really special to not like subsidize, or for you to not like fall into that. Like for you to like for them not to like you know what I'm saying? Because the world is programmed and everybody's just on that type of like crap, bro. Where it's just like they'll view it like if you don't fall into that, they'll view it like you gotta be really, really, really special. And then if you so-called really, really, really special according to them, they're not gonna treat you like that. Now, what that means is you're really, really, really a target. You know what I'm saying? Where it's just like it's either they try to recruit you or they try to destroy you. You know what I'm saying? That's how all this stuff is set up, bro. But they start from a young age. That's why, like if you know how deep this goes, it goes very deep, bro. But it's no Diddy though. Yes, Diddy though. It starts at a very young age. At a very young age, bro. At a very young age. Where it's just like they try to put you in those categories, bro. And especially if you come from a certain like background, you don't have certain things in place in your life. Like, you know what I'm saying? And a lot of parents, they just work. Their focus is just work. Their focus is just work. So it's just like at the end of the day, your kids get put in the program. They get put in the system of like, you're going to get put in this category. And you could try to fight it. But if your parents are not on your side, the world is not on your side, TV is not on your side, most of your friends you're going to be around a program, they're not on your side. You're literally alone. So it's like you start off life just being alone, bro. Even if you have people around you, just start off life being alone. And it's like if you're not the type of person that's already equipped to survive being alone, you don't know how to like maneuver being alone from a young age, bro. You're already like 100 miles behind. You're already 100 steps behind, bro. And that's what I'm saying. With me, I already knew how to be alone, bro. I already knew how to thrive being alone. I already knew how to maneuver being alone. If you don't know how to do that, you either gotta learn or you're already behind. And sometimes you learn from mistakes. And by the time you figure that out, bro, you playing catch up. Not to everybody else. You just playing catch up to what you're supposed to be, where you're supposed to be. You know what I'm saying? Where nature intended for you to be. Not money-wise. Not anything-wise. Just naturally. And you pay attention to that, you start realizing everybody's behind for the most part. Not based on society's standard, but just based on nature's standard. As far as you being the human being you're supposed to be. And that's why majority of people like everything is at a place where it's not even supposed to be. Like we're like decades behind, bro. We're centuries behind as far as human beings. Centuries behind. And that's why, bro. Anyways. Next joint. This is second to last joint. Moolah coming in. Moolah coming in. With Lil Nose. Like, bro, nice. I think this is his son too. He nice though. He nice. He remind me of Moji 4L. Like, check him out. Bro nice too. Like, yeah, like he's nice. I mess with him. Like, I think, yeah, I'm pretty sure this is Wayne's son. Like, for a fact. He's nice though. I mess with him like naturally. What I mean is I mess with him. I mess with him outside of the fact that he's Wayne's son. Like, he just seems like he's nice at this. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to him. Like, this joint goes. And then the other joint, oh yeah, my bad. This is the second to last joint. Alone in the Studio with My Gun. Like, Kodak killed this joint. Kodak verse is fire, you know. But I could kind of tell, no Diddy though, that I don't think they were in the studio together. Kodak killed this joint though. This joint is fire. And then the last one is Written History. You know what I'm saying? Like, this joint cool. Outro. So, all in all, it's a fire tape, bro. It's not a bad tape, bro. It's not a bad tape. I feel like he's the only one that could make a tape like this as far as being around as long as he's been around, and then what's going on in this era. I feel like this is the tape where it's just like he can exist in this era. I won't say he can exist in this era. I'll put it like this. He can do certain things that other people can't really do, and it fits a little better just because, like, he birthed all this stuff, bro. Most of the stuff that's existing now, he birthed it, bro. Like, he birthed it, you know. So this, I don't know what people are talking about online, but I get why they're doing everything they're doing online, though. Just because, like, it seems like, even though this tape is not really going against nobody, it seems like it's going against people, bro. Just because, like, he didn't get to be in the Super Bowl. He's saying certain things about Jay. And you know, Jay's with those people. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's like off black, off white. He's not really black. So he's with those people. He's always gonna align with them. They're always gonna align with him. And people like that, they're not black to me. They're off black, off white. They're over there. Like, Jay is like a middle-aged Jewish man to me. He's not really black. You know, he's like a Jewish white man. Like, you know, like, and the people who claim to be Jews, they're white, really. So it's like, because being Jewish is not a race. So if being Jewish is not a race, that means essentially you could be other things than being Jewish, right? You could be from a different country and be Jewish, right? You could be, that means you could probably, I don't know, probably be a different race and be Jewish. But most of the people I see that's Jewish, they're white. So the Jews are white. As far as the Jews that claim to be Jews, they're white. So Jay is one of them. He's like a Jewish white guy. He's not even black. He's like Jewish white. He's like a middle-aged Jewish guy. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's his mentality. That's how he moves. That's how he carries himself. That's his stuff he aligns with. That's what he is. And a lot of those guys over there, that's what they are. You see them though. Like, they're out in the open, bro. They're not hiding it, bro. Like, a lot of them are more melanated than the Jews, but all these other Jews, they're melanated too. They're just niggas like Jay, just a little bit more melanated, and you know, so they'll do the same thing the Jews do. Like, they'll come, they'll hang around niggas, they'll vibe with niggas, they'll do a lot of things other white people, other Caucasians rather, might not do with niggas, and the white Jews will come and do that, and like, you know, they'll fit in more and all that shit, and then they will go back to where they are and do what they do, where doesn't necessarily align with niggas. And I'm not saying they need to align with niggas. I'm not one of those people that's like anybody needs to align. Like nobody needs to align with. I'm not one of those people that think like anybody needs to align with niggas. Like niggas just need to align with niggas. Niggas that want to align with niggas just need to align with niggas. Like you don't want every nigga to align with niggas. That's the thing I tell niggas, bro. You don't want every nigga to align with niggas. Some of these niggas, you want them to not align with niggas. Because them aligning with niggas is a problem for niggas. If you're a real nigga, you get what I'm saying. But yeah, so a lot of these niggas, they're off-white, off-black. Like, they do the same thing. Like, they're off-black, off-white. They do the same thing. They will come in, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, be around niggas, the same thing, act like they nigga, like, you know, they fuck with niggas, act like they share the same story, the same struggle, like, you know what I'm saying? But in reality, everything they do, every move they make, doesn't really align with niggas. They aligns with who they are. Like, they're middle-aged, white Jewish niggas, white Jewish guys or girls. Like, a lot of these niggas, y'all think is y'all heroes. That's what they are. You know what I'm saying? So I understand why certain people are saying certain things about Wayne. But the way it works is, it's like, even though they're saying all this thing with Wayne, it's like a double-edged thing where it's just like, they'll put Wayne against Drake, Drake against Wayne, Wayne against Jay, Jay against Wayne. But at the end of the day, they own all these niggas. So it's like, as much of a Jewish white guy Jay is, he's still a nigga in a coupe.